Greetings, people of the interwebs, and welcome to, what day is it? Monday, Quizzical Monday. Oh, Quizzical, what day is it? Yeah, so as it is now my honour-bound duty and job, it is Monday, and we do quizzes on a Monday, so that's what's happening now on Mondays. Bit of a different quiz tonight, so hopefully the format works, because I've upgraded my Kahoot access, so we can have more than 10 people playing, and we can do these other types of quizzes, which is going to be quite cool. So it'll be a picture, and it'll slowly reveal itself in squares, and there'll be 4 options to say which car it is, and you've got to obviously guess which car it is. But whoever guesses quickest gets the most points, as normal. There we go. So let's see who we've got here up to now. We have got Ujudge. Well, I should think we have got Ujudge. I mean, if Ujudge isn't here, then what am I doing this for, honestly? And Rob is there, and he joins with his famous catchphrase, "Well, hello there." I can't do it as good as you, Rob. It's got a certain Rob essence to it that I can't mimic. Like Ernest, I can't mimic Ernest either. Everything Cars says hello everyone, hello Everything Cars, and he exclaims he hit 150 subs the other day. What, sandwiches? You went around punching sandwiches? I think that's the only way I'm going to hit 500 subs. Pingu Concord is here. Greetings, Pingu Concord. And he says, howdy, partner. Hello. And we have the delectable, got an itchy nose. The delectable Simone has joined us. And she says, hey up, peeps. All right, Simone. Very good premiere Simone did earlier. You should definitely check out Hooked on Classics, Simone's channel, if you're not already a subscriber of that. She did a lovely video on the refurbishment and refitting of TC's wiper motor linkage and, what do you call it, wiper motor box, mounting box. Yes, it looks very good. It looks very good. And then we've got Ivor Howard. Hello, Ivor. And Ivor says, hello, I need login details. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Literally that. So the first screen you'll get to, if you go to kahoot.it, will be a page, and it'll say enter pin. If you need the pin number, I'll share that in a second. So everybody's good. Everybody's good. We've got Trisha Alderman here. Good evening, Trisha. Yes, hope you're doing well. And welcome to Monday Quizzicals. Quizzical. I want to get quizzical. Or do I? And we've got Stephen Cook. Hello. Oh, hi, everybody. In the style of Dr. Nick. Hi, everybody. I can't. He's like a bit of a Mexican accent, I think. Remember? Anyway, yeah, that. And Pingu says salutations to Rob, and then Ujudge looks like she's in pain there. On that, she says, "Hello, lovely everyone." On there now, I've put the Kahoot thing on there. So yeah, how's everybody doing? What's everybody's Monday been like? Mine's been kinda. A Monday is an office day for me, and I tolerate the office now. I'm not on the phones. I tolerate it. So today I went into the office. I sat down at a desk. You can pick any desk, but I sat down at a desk, which actually is my usual desk because it's height adjusted and all sorts of stuff. So I sat down there, and I'm thinking, there's nobody in. I start work at like 7:15, so it got to like 8:45, and there were like nobody there, and I'm thinking, hardly anybody. Well, nobody from my team anyway. I'm like, this is going to be like a dead quiet day. And then my manager came in, and she sat right outside of me, and then somebody else from my team came in and sat outside of her, and then somebody else came in and sat opposite me. So it ended up, there was only 4 people, but that's 4 more than I were expecting to see. No, 3 more than I were expecting to see, because I were there. So there were more people there, but it was a nice day. I've not really spoke to much of my team, because they say they're all going on random days compared to me. Rob. Rob says, was it a hot desk, like wearing nice lingerie? Well, obviously I can't say that if a judge is watching, can I, Rob? No matter how sexy the office furniture is, and maybe the office furniture doesn't just include desks. There's a coat stand and everything. Pingu says, I'm suffering from roveritis. Too many rovers to fix, not enough fixing power. Oh no! Well, I mean, I kind of got that too, and I've only got probably a third the amount of rovers you've got there, Pingu. I'm quite looking forward to test driving Codfather and the Impreza, because they're kind of. Now I'm gonna make a large step here, but they're kind of a similar market that they were aiming for, weren't they? Sort of sporty saloon cars, but I know obviously Codfather's not really the fastest one, but yeah, I know where I'm coming from. That might be in my review video. I might work that angle in there. Oh, Udjudge says, I might need to go to the office once just to make sure the desks aren't too hot. Maybe you'll find them too hot, Juju, and you'll never want to leave. Never thought about that. So that's been my day so far. What happened? What did I do at the weekend? What did I do? So Saturday I went out on the motorbikes. We went to Hathersage. And where we went was Hathersage swimming pool. But we didn't actually go in the swimming pool. Obviously, that'd be, it wouldn't be silly, but a bit inappropriate in biking gear. We went to the cafe, which is literally built into the side of the swimming pool building. And it's quite a good little cafe, to be honest. There's plenty of seating area. I've done a video about it. You'll see the video in time. In time, you'll see the video, and it will be in your eyes and in your ears. Yes. Pingu says, Waffle Butty hot desk action. That is a really good way of selling waffle butties. Maybe Waffle Butty could be. Maybe we could start up a business doing waffle butties, but we deliver them to people's desks at work, and that could be the tagline: Waffle Butty hot desk action. And we can have like a 50s pin-up girl serving waffle butties in Niff. Well, not really in Niff, obviously. Someone says, Judge, make sure Simon doesn't use the photocopier. Norman, on the other hand, wouldn't have a clue. That is true. I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing with a photocopier. Just give me a pencil and a bit of paper. Rosie Cheeks traces Afterburn. Trackmonger says, we engine jamming, yo, big time. Stephen Cook says, I haven't been there for years. I don't know where we're talking about. Oh, Hathersage. Pin, please. Yep, no worries either. We'll get to it in a sec. Waffle Butties. Dabber wallowing. Right then, so let's get what we got. 8:10. We've got enough people in here. Let's get sharing this quiz pin, and we can get people logged in if everybody's ready. So I need to put that up there like that. Then I need to put that up there like that. To set this bit up. Right. Now it's waiting for it to generate a pin. Now that I can share it on the screen, they'll all know what pin is. So we are currently waiting for players. And that is how we are currently rolling. As Mo says, did anybody come over from my channel? That guy from City Alpha 5 did, I believe. I don't know whether he's still on now. Oh, and Pingu. Well, we've got some people in there. Oh no, I don't think my wine's going to fit in this glass. Oh no. Oh, it has just. It's just fitted. 8 folks. We've got 8 folks so far. Ooh, blobby face. I wish there were a way of me telling how many people were in the chat. Simone's not playing yet. She's doing a dinner. Oh, and Ivis Howard says Citywide 007's him. That's cool. Oh, we need to know what Simone's having for a dinner. We can't go around not knowing what Simone's having for a dinner. Right then, let's get this music turned up a little bit, and then we'll start on this fantastic quiz. See how it works out. So it shows 12 in chat. All right, well, we've got 9 people there, so Simone's not playing. Oh yeah, where is Matt? That's a good question. Where is Matt? God damn it, Matt. The Love Sausage. We've got 10 people in. I mean, I don't know who any of these people are, obviously, apart from Stefan and Citywide and Pingu's cousin. On Black Lines, I didn't see he's pop up on the chatty. Where is Gandalf? Oh, someone's having, excuse me, a can of spaghetti. Yes, you have Black Lines. We'll start in about, well, let us know when you're back, basically. And while Rob's here, and while I remember, everybody needs to send Rob some anti-illness vibes like this, because Rob's feeling a bit under the weather at the moment. So let's all send Rob some anti-illness vibes like that. Let us know, Rob, if any of these anti-illness vibes make you feel better, or if they make you feel worse, in fact. What do you reckon to this music? I can't remember which one it is I picked. Mission complete. Black Lines is back, and Rob feels a bit better, so that's good. Right then, without further ado, let's crack on with said quiz. And as I say, it's a picture quiz. In theory, if I've done everything right, oh my God, more people are in. We give it till 15:15. It's only within a minute. If anybody else goes. Oh, Simone. Bless you. You will be one day. Somebody will have to explain to a judge, I assume, what motorboat is. Right then, we're going to go. We're in. We're ready. Off we go. Kahoot! Autumn edition. Good luck. car is this? Ooh, what a split. What a split there. As well, the way that the squares reveal themselves is different every time. So when I went through it, if I've seen it and it comes up with a badge straight away, it's not necessarily going to come up with a badge straight away every other time on there. So yes, that was an Alfa Romeo GT. There we go. Beige Bomber out in front. Blackline second and Luke third. Question 2. And it is indeed an Audi A2, which I think look horrendous. But apparently they were really innovative. Like there was little trays that popped out of the grill for the oil and water or something, or the water and screen wash or something. I can't remember. But basically, you didn't have to open the bonnet to top fluids up or something random. Weird. Beige Bomber still in front, then Luke, then Black Lines, and we've got Stefan, and then Dick Dastardly right at bottom there. Well, I'm going to say right at bottom, you're not right at bottom. It seems to be very dark in here all of a sudden. Is it just me, or has it gone dark? Has the light gone out? Right, it's moving on to question 3. What car is this? You might also notice that they seem to be in alphabetical order because that's the order the pictures are in, and I've not randomised. Audi RS4, which I like. I like those. Black Lines is on a streak. He's also a brain with pancakes on his head, which is a very bizarre choice of icon, but who are we to judge? Question 4. Again, surprising, which car is this? Yeah, obviously BMW Mini Cooper, one of Simone's favourite cars, I think. Moving on to question number 5. Ping. Yeah, BMW Z3. Don't like them myself, but some people really, really like them. They've got a pretty strong following from what I can understand. Quick update on the scores. Black Lines winning, Luke second, Beige Bombers dropped to third. Ooh. Question 6. Bugatti Veyron. I want a Gumpert Apollo just because it's called a Gumpert. No change at the top. Moving on to question 7. which is the one after 6, but before 8. I see some people answer a little bit too quick. It even says it on number plate when it comes up on that one. But yeah, Fiat 500, that one. Oh, and we have got a change. We've got Black Lions first, Luke second, Stefan's moved up to third, Beige Bombers down to fourth, and then we've got Khan at fifth. Moving on to question 8, which is the 8th question. Ooh, only one person got that wrong. Yeah, Ford Escort. Moving on to question 9. Yep, Ford Explorer. They look bloody horrible, don't they? I mean, I assume they're one of them cars that there's a small fan base of, because they've been making them for about 3.5 centuries. Oh, look at this! We've got a change. Oh, don't want to do that. Luke's at top. Black Lions has moved down to second. The Beige Bomber is third with a streak of 9 correct answers in a row. So he's got every one right, but not as fast as what other people have done. So maybe there's a lesson there. Is it better to be quick even if you risk getting it wrong, or is it better to be sure that you're correct? Who knows? Question 10. It was indeed a Ford Fiesta. Now, that shape Ford Fiesta, the one before that looked like it had got such a gawpy face on it. And then all they did was change the headlight shape and stuff, and it looks far better. I'd quite like one of them Fiestas and to pimp it up. So we've got Luke first, Black Line second, and Pingu's moved up. Pingu's come up in third. And Chris just hit an answer streak of 8. Right then, let's see. Why is this not changing colours? Come on, light. Come on, where's your little doobray? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Right, that way. Right, is that better? Well, it's a bit better, isn't it? Hang on a second, I'm faffing about. So this is why I can't be trusted. Can't be trusted to do stuff on my own. Right then. Yeah, that's better. Right, so it's going to move about a bit now. Yay, light. Right, okay, so where were we? Question number 11. It was indeed a Ford Galaxy. And why would anybody want one of those? I mean, that to me, No, I just no, really. Hang on, my light's messing about again. Come on, behave now. That's better. Just no, really. Just no. What's that? Oh, what's this? Oh, no, don't like them. But 8 people got it right, and 1 person. Oh no, 3 people got it wrong. Never mind. Everything stays the same. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the chat. See what's going on there. Oh, Matt's here. Greetings, Matt. And he asks, "How's life?" Well, life is good. Yeah, nice Monday. How about your good self? Udge says, "Yay, Gandalf!" And Rob says, "Where have you been? Saving Gondor?" Blackline's made of balls or something. And then Matt says he wishes that he'd been saving Gondor. The cat decided to be a pain in the arse. Blackline says he shot too early. I'm hoping that he's talking about the quiz. Otherwise, he's sharing way too much information, and we really don't want to know. Yeah, Rob Gumpert. It is a good name, isn't it? So yeah, this quiz is all cards from Simone. It's from the 2000s. So there we go. So what we're going to be moving back on to next. Question number 12. Wow, everybody got that right. Well done. The thing that I was thinking when I was doing this quiz is look how small the wheels are, and I can't ever imagine wheels that size being normal. Like nowadays, everything's got massive wheels on it, and that seems normal, whereas they seem too small now. It's weird. No changing the scores because everybody got it right. Moving on to question 13. Unlucky for some. What car is this? Let's have a look. Is it an Honda Jazz? Is it a Honda Civic? Is it an Honda Accord? Or is it an Honda? That's where you pronounce it. It is a Honda Thurz. It does look a bit like a Jazz though, but bigger. That's right there. That's got to have altered scores a little tiny bit. Khan is 5th now. And Luke has had everyone right so far, so he's well deservedly at the top. Question 14. Honda S2000, love them. But again, that's another thing about the wheels. The wheels just look too small these days. Unless it's just my eyes. I really do like them. The back lights are really nice. It's like a clear lens over like the light cluster. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, we've got a bit of a change there. We've got Luke first, Blackline second, then the Beige Bombers third. Khan is 4th, and then we've got Pingu's cousin sliding down to 5th. On to question 15. I wonder if Udge is playing this. What car is this? Yeah, Hyundai Coupe. And quite obviously, they are the most ugliest looking, weirdly out of proportion shaped car in the whole entire history of carriage, I think. They are a good example of how the wheels look too small on them. Yeah, they're just weird. They're just weird looking. It strikes me as being the kind of car where someone designed a really nice looking car, and then people came around and went, well, we can't have that size wheels on it. They cost too much. We'll put these ones on. And we can't afford to have all that complicated pressings on doors and stuff, so they can be really plain. And we'll have them big gopey front lights and stuff, but we can't make anything else of it like that. We'll spend all money on front bumper. At rest of it, we'll just make out of cardboard. The next generation one on were a bit nicer than that. They probably look all right if they've got like a body kit on them or something. They just don't look quite right. In my humble opinion, as a nobody. So we've got Luke at first, Blackline second. He's still got them pancakes on his head. Beige Bomber is third. Pingu's cousins move up to fourth, and Chris is moving up to fifth. Beige Bomber has also got every question right so far, which is amazing. Question 16. Oh, most people got that right. Just one got it wrong. Jaguar XF. Now that is a car. It is a car I would like one of those. I could quite enjoy driving around in one of those. The only thing that puts me off is our friend Kevin had one at his garage. And the reason it was at his garage to be repaired is because there was a fault with the brake lights. Now, normally the fault would be there's a bulb out or something dead simple. There's a bulb out or the brake lights don't come on when you press the foot pedal or whatever. This one, now then, let me if I can remember what the symptoms were. When you started it up, the brake light, they weren't on. The brake lights weren't on. You put your foot on the brake lights came on. And then they stayed on. And they stayed on. If you turned the car off and then turned it back on, the brake lights came on. It was like some sort of weird software glitch where it'd remember that the brake lights should be on and then not forget that they shouldn't, and then forgetting that they shouldn't be on afterwards. It was just, it took him a few days to get it sorted. I can't remember what he did at the end, but if they're prone to daft little problems like that, sometimes it seems the more expensive cars are, the more ridiculous issues they have. I could be wrong. I've never had an expensive car. Apart from Margaret, obviously. No changes on the scoreboards there. Moving on to question 17, and that's a 1 and a 7 if you didn't recognise it. What car is this? Is it a Nissan Micra, Ford Mondeo, Alfa Romeo 156, or a Jaguar X-Type? Obviously a Jaguar X-Type. Nissan Micra. See, going back to the wheels thing, you can tell I'm obsessed with wheel sizes tonight. That looks right, but all these cars are from the 2000s, so they were all made between 2000 and 2010. Some of them started being made just before 2010 and carried on a bit. Some started being made just before and carried on into it. But yeah, they're the correct wheels for that car, and that looks far more better. Far more better. There you go. That's English for you there. No change. Something tells me this quiz might be a little easy. Question 18. Ping. Yeah, Mazda 3. Again, a car I've been in one, but I've never driven one. I wouldn't mind one. They're based on Ford Focus, aren't they, those? From memory. Apparently they suffer the same weird rear tracking issue where there must be a bush or something that wears and they start wearing the insides of the tyres down on them, which is a bit odd. Question 19. What car is this? There's a man in it. Yep, indeed, it is a Mazda 6. Ooh, scores aren't changed. Lineup's not changed. So we've got Luke, Black Lines, Pingu's cousin, Beige Bomber, and Chris at the bottom. And we're moving on to the last question. Yep, so any one of that top three could win. Let's see what happens. Pinning. Oh my goodness. What's gone on here? I'm surprised we've got 5 people getting that wrong there, to be honest. And then one person saying Rover 75. I can only assume that this person's a judge. So let's see who won. So in third place, we have Black Lines with his pancake hat. And the Beige Bomber second, which means the ultimate champion of What Car Quiz 1 is Luke. The mustachioed 1K. There you go. Well done, people. Right, let's have a look at this old chat, shall we? All right. Stop playing that now. Right then, let's have a look then. Where did we get up to? Oh my God, there's loads of comments. Here we go. Matt says he's all right, but he's a bit worried about the streety parts. They might be a scam. Yeah, Matt, bless him, has bought some parts that he was really wanting for his Streetwise, but he's got a slight suspicion that the person that he's paid for the parts might be a bit of a scam artist. But we'll cross our fingers and send Matt some good luck and hope that he does get his streety parts because I can make a video out of fitting them. That'd be nice. Ivor Howard was third at 9th, apparently. Dick Dastardly has a valid point, and I will read it out. You didn't need big wheels when there were no potholes, and this is quite true, because big wheels obviously don't go into potholes as much, so it makes a ride on a rough road smoother having big wheels. It's very true. Matt says it's not the size of the wheels, it's how you spin them. That is very true. Yes. And Simone says bigger wheels equals bigger tyres equals bigger price. Yeah, I suppose to a certain extent. But then if everything has the same size tyre, you get that economy of scale, don't you, on there? Black Lines went too early again. Now, Black Lines is totally on board with me here, saying, I remember when 17-inch wheels were big. And they do still seem big. How big will Henny's wheels be? They're 17s, aren't they, I think? Are they? I can't blooming remember. How big are MG ZT straights, Rob? You'll know. In fact, many people will know, just not me. And Series 3 are quite nice. I assume that was about the Hyundai Coupe or Hyundai. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. It's just, I don't know. They are one of those cars where I still remember them being crap and bangers and and people couldn't give them away. But there seems to be like a cult following for everything nowadays. Seems to have got a small cult following. Dick Dastardly says, I remember 13-inch being big. Well, Dick, 13 inches quite big. So you must be Mrs. Dick Dastardly must be a very lucky lady. And Matt says, Simon reminds me of one of the crankcases. He's in his stubble. Oh, dear. Dick Dastardly says they don't look like Jaguars much. Is that XF? And Matt says, now then, this just shows you how can I put this politely? Not old, not ancient, not nearly an OAP. Mature. How mature Matt is. He says he might have every question right, but can he eat a fruit pastel without chewing? I believe it should be can he eat a Roundtree's fruit pastel without chewing, Matt. And if anybody is old enough to know what he's on about, then you are very mature. Dick Data says more like Audi or Mondeo. Trish Alderman, I've lost the link. Can I have... sorry, we missed you on that one. Anytime you're watching it, though, Trish, if you lose the link, I think the pin is at the top of the screen. But I'll share another pin in a sec, so we should be all good to go. In about another 3 minutes, I think. What time does Boaty do his? 10. Yeah, that should be right. Simone likes the Jag XF. I do. The oldest types had a habit of deadlocking themselves. My mate kept having to go in through the boot. Well, that's not very useful, is it? Now then, Matt's made a good observation. He says he followed a Fiesta with permanently on brake lights yesterday. Now, last week, when I was on my way home, on my way to work, I saw a Fiesta, and there was no rear lights on. The brake lights didn't work, but the high-level brake light was permanently on. And then I thought, oh, that's a weird issue to have. And I've either seen exactly the same Fiesta, which is highly likely, or another one with the same issue, which is highly unlikely today. But fancy not noticing. You've had the car, you've been driving around at least a week with no rear lights and, in theory, no brake lights because you've just got your high-level one on constantly. And that's being driven through the centre of town, so you'd have thought it'd been picked up by a policeman or something, but no. So people, check your lights. Makes you wonder if they're actually MOT'd or anything, really, doesn't it? There's so many people, I reckon, driving around without MOTs on the cars. It's redonkulous. Redonkulous, I tells you. Hope is priceless. That is true. Like love, then. Okay. Oh. Hooked on Classics. I got a quote for a new key for my 75, £180. What's wrong with it, Simone? Because I've got a repair kit. I've also got some broken keys. But with mine, it was just the blade bit popped out, so I just glued it back in. It's such a bad design. It's such a terrible design. I've literally no idea why at that time everybody hadn't gone to the little blipper box with the flip out key bit. That's such a better idea. Oh, Matt pointed out where the pin number was. Thank you. Anyone who answered Ford Mondeo was also correct. I can't remember what question it was, Rob. Was that the Jaguar question? Rust buckets. Simone says, I drove a Mazda 6. Nice to drive. Oh, was that the Mondeo question? Yeah, they do look nice. My friend at work, she had a Mazda 3 afterwards, but before that, she had... They did a Mazda 6, but it was like a super, super quick one. She had that, and that was quite nice. Are there more rounds with cars from different decades, says Dick Dastardly. There isn't. There's more. There's another quiz that's got cars from the same decade in it, but there might be more interesting. So we can try it. Cars you don't see anymore says, yay, victory is my pseudonym of Luke. Hey, well done. Ivor says 9th place. Cars you don't see anymore says that was tense. It's James, by the way. Greetings, James. Where are we? Judge says, I don't know why I joined the quiz. How well did I think I'd do? Well, how well did we think you'd do? That's the question. And Black Line says he blew it on the last question and was done over by the beige bomber. And Rosy Cheeks Traces Afterburn Tripe Monger says, it was a privilege to channel the beige bomber. Well, there you go. Channeling the essence of the bomber Labage. Cars you don't see anymore says, I just fluffed on the Hyundai. Well, that'll surely put the price of it down if you fluffed on it. Oh, Pingu, what are you doing? I am shamed. Pressed ZT instead of ZS, trying to be quick. Unbelievable, Pingu. That is terrible. Terrible. Blackline says, I need my wheels refurbed. 19-inch low-profile tyres. They no longer hold air very long. I have to keep pumping them up. Terrible roads around here. 19's low profiles as well. Oh, that must be on your Audi, surely. Not on your Sleeker. I've got 18s on Henne. 18s for the win. They're bigger than pizza. The cars have just got bigger. That is true. Cars you don't see anymore. That is true. Cars have just got bigger. That is true. Pingu says, just fitted 16-inch Cosmoses wheels to Norman. Not bad, but tramline more. Norman? Which car of yours is called Norman? What's wrong with Focus Series 2? Which one's Focus Series 2? I don't know. To be honest, I'm not a big Ford person. I think it was when Mustard was filming his video on Godzilla on the Civic, and I said, best bit about it is he's not a Ford Focus. Matt says, oi, I'd rather be called ancient than mature, you swine. Well, you can be mature like a cheese. All rindy on the outside and gooey in the middle, Matt. That's you. Focus 2 was rate grand, if you ask me. Focus 2. I think I've got in my mind which one that is. Is that the one that they did the STs in mad colours with plastic bits all over them? Were that too? Hooked on classics. If my pits smell, I'm definitely mature. Oh, Black Lines is off. Take care. See you in a bit. And then the Matt continues. That only had the high-level brake light and a rear passenger side light. See, there's something random going on with them. And that guy from Set Alpha 5 says, if my pits smell, it's because I've gone hiking. Oh, the PCB's dead. All right, so is it the PCB or the switches? Because this repair kit comes with switches, little micro switches. I mean, we can always have a go at repairing it. See what happens. Oh, the Jag X Type is a Monday. Okay. MPS, that's it. The Mazda 6 MPS. And that was a really nice car. It was stupid fast as well for what it were. I would definitely like one of those. Lee Neal here says, missed it. Had to do dog work. It's all right. There's another round coming up shortly. Oh, Norman's year 218. Ah, okay. I shall meet Norman shortly. Cause you don't see anymore says, I have 16-inch Cosmos on my 45 and 18s that I can't remember the name of on my ZT. Yeah, to be honest, I don't mind the Focus ST, but I'd still prefer Type R. And now Rob's getting super interested and engrossed in this bit. Focus ST, it's Focus Series 2 ST will be a future beards and bangers car. Lovely. See, even though he doesn't shout about it, Rob is continuing his aim to have owned every car in England. Matt, the real question is, when will someone get me out of this bloody Mini? Poor Matt. Well, not poor Matt. Matt enjoyed being contorted into that Mini, and he went for a little drive round the Great British Car Journey car park in one of the guys that works there's Mini. It's not a John Cooper. Mini 1300i, which I found to be quite bouncy. And to be honest, not as much fun as I remembered my Mini being. So maybe it's because it's an injection one. But it was still a bit of fun. Still a bit of fun. Either Howard has an ST Focus. I like the first ones. Did they do? Were it 170s? Were they the first? Were it ST 170s or were it RS? I can't remember. The Mark ones. The Mark ones shape from the outside when they've got little arches on them and stuff I like. But I don't like the dashboard. All just the whole sweeping angle, which is weird because that's what I like about the Civic that I've got. So contradictory, Simon. Contradictory. And Simone doesn't hold back. Focus Mark 1 is goppingly ugly. Oh, comments have just jumped. Where are they? Oh, there we go. And Rob asks if that young man's lunch was still in there. I think he'd eaten it by then. And Matt says, if a man with a more stupid grin can be found, then he's clearly so happy he's mental. I don't know what that's referring to. ST170, yeah, that were it either. Grin, not grin. Yeah, I think you're right, Rob. The Series 2 had the T5 engine, which is the same as in that Volvo C30 Dubry, what's it, sporty one, isn't it? Right then, let's fire up the next quiz. So what was that? That was part 1. So obviously what follows part 1 is part 2. See if I can randomize the questions. See if there's an option. Right, let me go back to this bit. Oh, maybe I can do it on this bit. Bear with me. Nope. No, it was definitely an option to randomize questions before. I'll have to look into that later and find out where the bloody hell it's gone. Bizarre. I'll not spend too long doing that. Right then, let's have a look. So, interesting. So we're loading the game pin now. So I shall share the screen. And once you see the screen, you'll see. Oh, here we go. Randomized order of questions. Soup of shame. Some of these characters are dead random. We'll wait until 9. If you're not logged in by 9, that's it. I think I might not bother streaming to Facebook next time. Nobody seems to be commenting from there. Poor Jack's trying to get in, but he's not coming in. Too disruptive. How was your dinner, Simone, by the way? Your tin of spaghettis. You can beat a bit of bully, but it's not very nice, is it, beating up a bully? Yeah, Simone had a nice dinner. £180 for a key is expensive. Is it the only key you've got, Simone, or is it like your second key? I've got one normal key, and then I've got a key that's just a key, but without the blippy bit. And then Boaty gave me, well, he was supposed to be giving me the broken key from Henny, but he's got bits in a box and he couldn't remember which, so I've got a few. Matt, he's £180 heavy for a key. What we've got up to now, we've got 9 people in. We've got My Itchy Nut, Mr. Arsehole, Arg, VAFD, The Love Sausage, Soup of Shame, Chapow, Louis the Cat. Oh, Louis is playing. Yay. And Fanny Schmeller. What? £365? Bloody Nora. That's expensive. Gee, 180. Crikey. Maybe there's got to be a way of doing them, haven't they? I've asked this question to Boaty, I think, but I don't think I ever got an answer. Maybe you don't know. Does the P scan? Oh, in fact, Rob will know. He's got one. Rob, does the P scan work on 75s and ZTs? Because if it does, it should be easy to program a key, surely. And someone says Connie was only £250. You got an Uber bargain with that. Henny cost £1,000 more than that. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, you don't think it'll work with it? Does it? In fact, I'll ask you when I see you, Rob. There's no point in asking you on this, is there? Right then, gaming folk, we are ready to progress into the first question of the "What bloody car's that?" question quiz. Ready, steady, go. Here we go. Yeah, Vauxhall Mariva. Honestly, I feel if you find yourself looking at Mariva and going, "Oh, that's nice, isn't it?" Then, yeah, maybe it's time to stop driving and just buy scarves. So we've got VAFD first. My itching nut is second. Arg is third. The Love Sausage is fourth, and Mr. R. Soul, who seems to be an Elvis-sized cat, is fifth. Moving on to question 2. What car is this? Yeah, for us it's coupe, which I do really like. Although I don't like them wheels, so they'd have to be changed. But yeah, really do like them. Really do like them. A bit of a change there. Soup of Shame's come in. Who seems to be a moose with pancakes on the head? Pancakes on the head seems to be a strong theme. Question 3. Yeah, Renault Sport Megane. Well, again, one of my favouriteest Renaults. Oh, look at that. That's a big change, isn't it? So we've got Arg number 1, Soup of Shane number 2, Fanny Schmeller number 3, Mr. R. Soul number 4, and the Love Sausage has dropped down to 5th. Move on to question 4. Go. Wow, everybody got that right. Everybody knows a sad little car when they see it. Them wheels look crap, though. I'm pretty sure they're not standard. But yeah, my dad had a red one of these, and they're really practical and everything, but they don't ignite the soul, do they? No change there. Moving on to question 5. What car is this? Vauxhall Bocker, Ford Ranger, Nissan GTR, or a Nissan Qashqai? Indeed, a Qashqai. Someone went for Mocha there. I reckon they went on a bit quick to try and get as much points as possible. Oh, Sturdy Dog 40 is coming up the order. Question 6. Ooh, what's that? What is it? Indeed, it was a Toyota Yaris. And let's analyze this picture for a second. Does that look like someone's driven that into a park? And not only that, they've driven it into a park so they can take a picture of it. Now, I can't remember which website I pinched this picture of, but that's a very random thing to do. Very random. Maybe they loved their Yaris, or maybe they were trying to sell it. I can't remember. Oh, change at the bottom. Moving on to question 7. Question 7, incoming. Yes, to a course for a car or a Fabia. Indeed, a Corsa. And it's a shame it went at 3-door. 3-door ones always looked a lot nicer than 5-door ones. Moving on to question 8. What car is this? Bravo, Punto, Multipla. Indeed, it was a Fiat Punto, and I think if this Punto drives anything like my Punto did, this picture was taken shortly before they chucked it over the edge of this cliff here to get rid of the bloody thing. Super Shame is winning. Fanny is second. Is third. My Itchy Nut is fourth, and Sturdy Dog Forte is coming in at a strong fifth. Nice. Question 9. Yeah, C30. They are a handsome looking car, I think. Was it the Design R ones that they did that looked nice? Apparently they've not got much headroom inside, but the overall shape of them is really, really nice. I like those. I approve. Oh, got a bit of a change there. Moving on to question, what's this? Arrow 4. Moving on to question 10. What car is this one? Point. The Seat Toledo. Weird looking thing. Oh, the love sausage. Question 11. Oh, easy up to now. Yeah, Rolls-Royce Phantom. Also, how pretentious are them? Honestly, what's going on there? Pretentious. Hey, Louis the Cat's on the scoreboard. Well done, Louis. Moving on to question 12. Good Judge, if you can hear me, can you just come upstairs and give Jack some attention? He's crying at the door like a little sausage. Yes, that was a Skoda Superb. She's a weird name, isn't it? I never thought there was that much difference in size between those and an Octavia. So I don't understand why anybody would go for the Superb over the Octavia. But there we go. Louis the Cat's moving well in front of there. Straight into number 3. This one's tricky up to now. I think for the next ones, I'll go through the pictures and doctor and say it doesn't have the actual name of the car on the picture. fact, what I might do for the next ones, we'll do it. I'll do a different decades next. I might work backwards: 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, and I'll airbrush the badges out and stuff. Although that'll take a long time, and it already took me ages to do these, so might have to be. Yeah, I'll do it for next week. What? Tell me what decade everybody wants for next week. Question 14. Oh, we're at this light that went out. Yeah, Vauxhall VX220. It does look. It looks artificial on that picture. I mean, I know it's on. Not. I don't think it's on the right background, but it just looks really weird. Question 15. What car is this? It's weird because my VRS obviously was the same thing, but just by changing front and back bumper and putting a little spoiler on, it made them look completely different. Question 16. Yeah, it's a Golf. Golf's a Golf, aren't there? There's not really anything specifically exciting about them. What can I say about Volkswagen Golfs? I really can't think of anything. I had a Mark 1 Golf driver. That were all right, I suppose. Not amazing, but quite. There was a Mark 2 big bumper that I had my eye on. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them fast. Is it the R32s or something? I wouldn't mind something like that. Oh, and they did that mad Lamborghini drivetrain one, didn't they? 4-wheel drive with a Lamborghini engine in it. That was fun. Oh, well, there you go. That's not revealed itself in squares, has it? Simon, you muppet. XC70. Who would have a car with bits of plastic all over it like that, honestly? What numpty thought of that? Moving on to question 18. Yeah, I've never heard of this until I was Googling stuff. But yeah, look, it's just got big plastic bumpers and wheel arches on it and stuff. Again, who'd have a car like that, honestly? At least 2 people in this chat would have a car like that. Question 19. Julie's sister's got or had one of these, but I think it's the don't think that's the facelift one, is it? I think it's the one after that she's got, and it's grey. I think is it a Fiji? Was that one of the names they did? Oh, we're moving on to question 20. Last question. I thought I might catch people out with it being an estate one, that, but yeah, how nice is that? I quite like them. There was a car throttle. Was it when they did the NC 500? And Alex had one of the turbo diesel ones of these that's got the same engine as that Fabio had, and that were cool. And he painted it like matte green and stuff. I quite liked that. So let's see who won. Number 3 is Arg. And in second place, Soup of Shame. Oh no, that means Louis is not on the top, on the third years. And there we are, finally at number 1. Louis was 4th. Well done, Louis. There we go. How did everybody find that one then? Oh, someone says it's the chips on the PCB. Yeah, that kit won't help that then. Oh dear, Matt. If it was an Uber bargain, she doesn't own it. She's nicked it. Get it, Uber. Oh, Matt. I've got to give you a round of applause for that. Crash guy. Had a Mocha courtesy car, took it to the drive through and ordered a Mocha. Thank you, Judge. So is the Superb a lot bigger than an Octavia? Because they don't look that much different from the outside. Yeah. I mean, they did the Octavia VRS, which again I'd quite like, but they didn't do the Superb. It was meant to be like the luxury thing, weren't it? I knew somebody that had one. It wasn't very interesting. And Nudge says, oh, I'm losing anyway, so she sort of check out, which is nice. Superb has an insane amount of start again. Superb has an insane amount of leg room even behind Matt. And Matt is a jolly large person. Well, tall. Dick Dastardly says 60 to 2,000 for quizzes, I suggest. Oh no, where's my paper and my pen? Look, Simon, you're living in 2023. Just open a notepad up. Remember notepads. We had one other day. Quiz ideas. There we go. All right, cars, 60s to 2000s. I'll put it down on the ideas pad. 50s would be good too. Okay, I'll change that then. 50s to 2000s. I think I might do it in decades. Yeah, weirdos. Matt, who'd have a plastic covered car? And I bet he's got tissues in the back as well. Perverts. The Renault Meghan Markle. Has his battery run out? What, Jax? Well done, cause you don't see any more. Fanny the MGF. Oh, there's only 2. That's the last one for today. I only had time to do 2. Louis was fooled by the Golf Tourer. See, I knew it'd confuse people because it looks on them Golfs, until you see it in front of them, to me, they just look like Passats when you've not got anything to scale it by. And I love Matt's reviews. It was all right. It was all right. Pingu Concord, shameful. It's hard to see these picture questions on my little phone screen. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. It's tricky to kind of get it matched up with everybody, to be honest. Oh, what have I done with my hair there? It's missing a bit. And Matt says, yeah, it's a huge car and it has a mad boot. It's a saloon and a hatchback. The boot has 2 openings. Ah. Now that just sounds weird. Oh, so Pingu says, can we have 90s cars next time? Yeah, let's work backwards. So it'll be 2000s this week. Next week we'll do 90s. Then after that we'll do 80s, then 70s, then 60s, and then 50s, which is going to be... It's going to be super tricky because they're all going to look bloody same, aren't they? Nerd pads. Nerd pads, yeah, that's it, nerd pads. And then Ernest says, pervert. It is true, Pingu. Streetwise in styling was so radical, everybody decided to copy it. It's redonkulous. Oh, and Simone says, Georgie meows for no good reason too. Jack just meows because he's not with me. He's that clingy sometimes. Like earlier, he was asleep in the conservatory, and I went up to him and I went, Jack. And he woke up and went, meow, like a little happy meow, because it was me that were there. Oh, he's adorable. I can't wait to meet Giorgio, actually. Oh, Simone's cats. OG says, Jack went downstairs, beat the shit out of a toy, went back upstairs and sang a song. Simon, did you see the link I posted for a young lady who has a Triumph Spitfire? I didn't. Where is it on Facebook, Simone? I'll have to catch it in a bit because me has not phone. It's downstairs. What about a van quiz? Hang on, jumped. What about a van quiz? A van quiz. I'll add it to the list, actually. Yeah, van. I don't think vans are excited enough to do like a different decade for each one, but maybe like from the 70s onward. Yeah, a van quiz. We'll do a van quiz as well. Oh yeah, says Rob, with loads of freight rovers. Oh dear, I think I need to learn more info. See, Rob's the kind of person that knows something about pretty much anything we'll look at, and I end up just going, oh, that's a nice colour, or yeah, it's got them wheels, and that's about it. I need to do more reading about stuff. That's what I need to do, or avoid conversations that I don't know anything about, which would be very quiet. Oh, now then, how about identify the car from the light cluster? That is a fantastic idea. I mean, I could be really cheeky on that one and put things like the Noble on there, and people will go, "Where's your Mondeo?" And I'll go, "No." Famous vans quiz. Ah, Julie's adding an extra thing, and that could be a second one. Famous vans quiz. Oh, we could have like TV program cars. TV program cars. Yeah, I'll have a look later, Simone. Definitely. And Matt says, I like vans, but you normally wear Converse, though. And Simone likes vans, too. Or a YouTuber's face quiz just showing their beards. I am going to do a YouTuber's quiz. Van Damme, Van Morrison. Drove a Fiat van for Stanley Tools. That was really nice. Seriously comfy and enjoyable to drive. What vans have I had? I've had 2 camper vans. They were a bit naff. And then for work, I had a Corsa van. You know, those that have got like a box on the back of them. That were quite cool. Well, door mirrors stuck out because they have to obviously stick out further than back bit did. And back bit stuck out like that much further than side at car. So door mirrors were like massively long on that. But I liked that. That were good. And then that were a temporary van until I got my proper van, which was a Renault Kangoo. And they were just characterless. I much preferred Corsa one. I'd have kept that if I could. But that's actually... I want a day van, if that makes... Day van? How do they call them? Basically, a van where I can stick a bench and a table in back. And when we go to like race days, when it's lunchtime, we can bugger off back to the van and make a bacon butty or something. That's what I want. JC Van Damme. You mean blinding LED cluster? Kid did that in the 80s on a talent show. Quite impressive to know every car by its rear light. Well, we will be those kids, Matt. We will be those kids with this practice. XJ220 or R8 Oh, I've never even noticed that they were the same. Mark II Punto. I nearly said this earlier when it was on the picture. An MG X Power light clusters would confuse us. Yeah, the front lights are the same, aren't they? Is it MG SV? Touche, Simon says, Matt, although I can't remember what touche is. Guess the car seat. You guys are coming up with some good ideas here. Although I feel it is, I feel I'm getting talked into probably spending a good 4 or 5 hours at a weekend coming up with these quiz questions. Don't forget Rob Van Dam. Isn't Stanley another former colleague of Norman? And Cars You Don't See Anymore quite rightly says, we had enough seats tonight. Lee Van Cleef, Doris Van Winkle, F1 cars. Ooh, Pingu. F1 cars. Well, we see, because not many. I mean, personally, I don't know what the model number that they have for him is. So, I'll work something around it. It was You Bet That Kid. That the kid was on, if I recall correctly. Faces of Tesla drivers when I overtake them in Penny quiz. And Penny will. In fact, I don't know whether you saw on that. I don't know whether you could tell on the video I did on Penny. I think that were a Tesla that were behind me when I kept dumping black smoke all over it. Penny is one uber fun car. If Rob extends to you an invitation to any of you lovely people to be able to take a ride on Penny, in Penny, take him up on it. Penny is quite a fun little character. Guess the car seat. My ex could play if you're only doing the back seat. So, Matt. Britax or not Britax? You'll have to elaborate on that one for me, Pingu. Oh, Touche in the Converse comment when you said you like vans. British prototype cars. Prototype cars. That's an interesting one. I'll add that to the list. Not necessarily just British ones, though. I'm not sure how many British prototype cars there's been. Mr. Britas. What do they call it? Oh, British Empire's on. Is it on gold or something at the moment? And I'd forgot how funny it were, that programme. Oh, guess the car from that alloy. Oh. That could have legs. I mean, obviously, some are used on more than one model, so that might confuse things. Guess the soup. We could do guess the soup. And Rob says Tesla drivers love Penny, especially the white ones when I start up next to them. British baby car seats. All right. Best quiz I ever heard of was a bald bloke sending his mates a photo with the question head or nuts. He did become Rimmer. Although weren't he Rimmer before he did British Empire? Oh my god, what's this? What's this massive comment here? Welcome to the day van. Dave and Simon's got some soup for you to sup on. Welcome to the day van. That's obviously in the tune of Gay Bar. Matt, I genuinely didn't know I jury read the word Britax and thought Britas. Because you don't see anymore, or one of us in the Rover-based YouTube world of Guess the Beard. Well, I'm definitely going to do a YouTube person one, but I'm going to have to think of questions that aren't just necessarily who is this. We're going to have to come up with some. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I'll do some. Just not jury. The rare NGF quiz. Well, there's only going to be one answer to that one, isn't there, Rob? I think Britas was first. I need to find this out. Right, let's have a look. Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf started in 1988. British Empire. British Empire started in 1997. You're right. Now then. Well done, Rob. I honestly thought. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. I honestly thought British Empire came after. That is random. YouTubers' cars. That's a good one, Pingu. That's gonna probably be. Well, I've got a video that I've not published. That's probably going to be in with the YouTubers. And I suppose we could do it different, couldn't we? MX5 and Pole. All right, okay, yeah. British comedies. We'll put YouTubers' cars in there. Who owns which car? Match the car to the owner. Another good way of doing it. Dashboard quiz. Oh, Judge, coming in with the good suggestions, even though she didn't really know anything about cars. Dashboard quiz. Cooked or not cooked? A rare meat quiz. Because you don't see anymore, says, anyone heard of any progress with saving the MG Rover prototypes yet? I've not shared the answers I got back Oh, and Simone's got to go. So see you in a bit, Simone. I've not shared what emails I got back from Gaydon yet, but the main meat of the email was that the Gaydon Museum are aware of the cars that are at the Longbridge, former Longbridge site, and they have a, what was it they put? Something like they have a good relationship with MG. So then my second email to them was, that's good that they know and that they've got a relationship. Can they comment on whether, or can they let us know, are they pursuing getting those prototypes over to the museum? Is it something that they're looking into? And they said, we've got a good relationship with MG and we can't comment any further on the matter. So I don't know what's going on there. I know Tom from Tom's Drive has got a bit more of a headway into things. So hopefully anything else comes out, Tom from Tom's Drive will be on it. And I've let him know that if he needs any sort of more backup for stuff, to let me know. I can't believe I've not actually ever been to Longbridge, so I might have to make... Oh, I wonder if I could go my way back next week. I might do that. Yeah, I could try that, couldn't I? I could stop on my way back. So, yeah, next week's my tour, the Smashing Pistons tours, things further south than Yorkshire. So I might do that. Yeah, I might try and arrange that on my way back. Stop off up there and have a look. Have a look, see what I can see. Which is probably not much. Cake or real? Oh, that's like the Bake Off thing, isn't it? I always get that wrong. Oh, we've got, what's this one? Carry On Films. That's a good one, Pingu. Let me add that on there. Carry On Films. Maybe don't do an MG Rover Wing Mirror quiz, as the parts bin was spread across several models. That is very true. That is very true, Rob. Matt. Oh dear. Cake or Not Cake on Netflix is pretty funny. Oh, okay. I'll have to see. Have a look at that. Yeah, he is. He's quite good at it. He's quite good at that sort of stuff, by the sounds of it. There's some other stuff coming along, which I don't want to say because it might be on one of his videos and stuff. Longbridge is only 90 minutes from me, says Rob. Maybe then, Rob. I'm trying to think. I can't think where hotel is that I've booked. I don't think it's far from you. But maybe what we do then, we'll talk about it, but maybe what we do is like on the afternoon of the Thursday, is it? Yeah, Thursday. We go up there. That'd be fun. Yes, let's turn up en masse in our Rovers. Yeah, and if we park close enough to that fence, I'm sure one of us can jump over the fence. I'd quite like jumping over the fence and having a look round, to be honest. Oh, do you want to meet at Brands Hatch and catch some track action for free? Track action. Oh, Matt, Carry On Films are much better than the luggage hold ones. Because you don't see anymore, says I could get there in about 2 hours from Murfield. Before I get cancelled for the boaty comment, Simon has as much cash invested in Hope as I do. And Rosie Cheeks, Tracy's Afterburn Trackmonger says, Doodle Pip, fellow Smashing Pistoniers, a marvellous time has been enjoyed as always. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope everybody else has enjoyed it. And to be honest, this is quite a good time for us to wind it all up, bid each other farewell, and get ready for Boaty's live stream, who I believe, I can't remember now whether Joe and oh my god, I can't remember his name, Neil and Sophie are staying over tonight, or whether today was they were going to the yard and then driving back today. So yeah, they might be on there, they might not be on there, but I'm sure. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure Boaty will have had plenty. Oh dear, I've got wine burps. Plenty of fun. Look at this. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Look at that lens flare. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can match it up. Look. Oh, there we go. Stop messing about now. Yeah, sure, both had plenty of fun today. And yeah, thank you very much for joining, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the quiz. And yeah, we shall see. Has Boaty a big enough bed? I'm pretty sure he has. I mean, I've seen Boaty's bed from the landing, I think. I have. It might have been. I can't remember, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've been upstairs at Boaty's. And Tricia says, "Good night, Simon. Night all. It's been a good fun night." I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tricia. Or is it Tricky Alderman? Yeah. Matt's off to watch the British Empire. So yeah, I shall leave you with an advert and an outro, and I shall see you all next Monday, if not before. Take care.
Today's video is sponsored by Spontex. Handy, comfortable. For a